Ting Ting, did you have fun? Yeah! Give her a round of applause, that's important, right? She was so nervous when she walked in here, and the whole week she's been talking to me. She said she's been nervous. And that's the first great thing you did. You spoke with your evaluator before the speech. You set yourself up in a great way. So that was wonderful. So Clara reached out to me to be her evaluator. I asked her, what do you want to focus on? Because the objective of the speech is evaluation and feedback. She needs to take what a previous evaluator has said and apply it to this speech. And she said there were 3 things she wants to focus on. The first one was pronunciation. But I'm going to leave that for Jack Pye, our very capable language evaluator. But the second thing she asked me to focus on was the logical construction of the speech. And I must say you achieved that goal. It was a very clear speech on a very clear timeline. You started as a young girl, you moved to what your parents expected of you, your career, what you were trying to achieve, then giving up that chasing the goal, becoming psychologically depressed, then going back to chasing the goal to see if you can achieve your dream. So logically the speech was well put together. It started at time A and it ends kind of about where you are now, maybe time B, right? And it goes in a clear progression. So there's nothing wrong with the logic of the speech. I really got it, I followed it, it was easy to follow. The second thing I enjoyed about your speech was the language you used. You used some really, really good English words like psychological distress, betray my effort, and embrace my basic instincts. These are all very, very powerful English terms, and I really love the verbs like embrace, betray. These are very powerful verbs, and if you know me, you know I love verbs, I hate nouns.
You love verbs.
I love verbs. So using verbs in your speech is very powerful, and it comes to the area I want you to improve, to be more compelling, to compel people to listen to you, all right? And the first way we can compel people is through questions. When you got up here on the stage, you said, once upon a time, a long, long time ago, when I was a little girl, my parents were like everybody else's parents in Taiwan. Instead, you could say something like, do you know what my parents expected of me when I was a little girl? Well, exactly what they expected of you. When you were falling down into your depression, you said, when I quit chasing my dreams, do you know how I felt? I hated myself. You create the questions to compel people into your speech. The second thing is emotions, right? Having an emotional connection with those words. Like you said, do you know how I felt? I hated myself. Really? Like, do you know how I felt? I hated myself. I suffered psychological distress. Make us feel the words. So that's the second way you can compel us, with emotional expression of the language. And the third way you can compel us is give us something to do. There was no call to action at the end of that speech. That speech was just, this is what I'm going to do. But how does that connect me? How does that drive me to live a better life? So the speech was good, was logical in structure, but compel us with questions, compel us with emotion, and compel us with a call to action. And I'm glad you had fun. General Evaluator.